Back 40 Firewood, back at you. I'm about to head back over to cut up some more of that tree that I was splitting those rounds from the other day in that video. But before I do that, I was going to show you what all I kind of take with me whenever I go out cutting firewood up. So, welcome back any and all people who have subscribed. Anyone who hasn't, please do so. So, alright, I'm heading out to the woods. What am I taking with me? First of all, I have my saws. I have the Stihl MS-180C, my smaller saw, and then I have the Stihl MS-291 with a 20-inch bar. That's my larger bucking saw. I like to buck up with that. I trim up with the 180, take the limbs off, and I buck with the 291. So you got your chainsaws, you need your gas and your bar lube. And then what I take, is this handy little toolbox. This little guy I picked up at an auction for $5. I know, I should have got the bigger one, right? So, I'll show you what's inside here, and then you guys can let me know if there's anything I'm missing that I should add to this, or maybe there's some things in here that I really don't need. But I found that when you're out in the woods, you can never be over prepared. So, open this up. What do we have first? We have an extra pair of gloves. I always hate it when my gloves end up getting little holes in, they get bigger, 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 and then like halfway through the day your whole finger's exposed. Well, I keep an extra pair of gloves in the toolbox. I have my ear protection with this cord plugs into here. That plugs into my phone. So if I'm out running the chainsaw, I can hear my phone ring, or I can listen to music, or I can get alert notifications when, I get new subscribers or somebody comments on my videos. Hey, you gotta have that. Eye protection. Got a couple pairs of safety glasses. Got a couple extra chains, fully sharpened chains. Got my saw wrench for either tightening the chain or just performing any field maintenance I may need to. I got a container of fuel mix for in case I gotta stop and remix up some gas for the saws. Then I have the handy little moisture meter that I'm not quite sure if it's fully accurate or not, but this is what was featured in my last video. Thanks again for all the feedback on that. I have a handsaw in case there's any limbs that kind of getting in the way and I don't have the saw going. I just want a quick handsaw, a few things off. I like to keep a handsaw in there. Like to keep a hatchet with some wedges, 2 different size wedges. I hardly ever fall trees. I'm not very experienced at falling trees, so these wedges are mostly for when I'm bucking up, and if the log there's that compression and I want to put a wedge in, keep the compression off the saw as it goes through. That's pretty much all I use the wedges for. Bug spray, keep the ticks and mosquitoes away, always important. I've got 2 file sharpeners for sharpening my chains on my chainsaw. I really like these things because they file your tooth and the rakers at the same time. So I've come to like them very much. They work very well, and as long as you follow that angle, give it a couple, 3-4 times over the tooth, and it's ready to go. When my chains do get a little, if they're getting like where they're cutting uneven, cutting at a slant, I will take them in and have them sharpened professionally. I haven't quite mastered yet sharpening my chains professionally, or to the point where it's equal to getting them done. But it's like $6 to have the chains sharpened, and for both of them, for 2 sets. So it's not that bad. Once they're sharpened, then touching it up with this thing, I mean, usually lasts me quite a while. I also have a file kit if I do need just another set of, whoa, sorry that's so loud. Another set of files, raker gauge, just in case I don't, like I said, you can never be too prepared, so I like to have that as well. Sorry about that audio. I'm sure the audio is kind of weird. I have a topper on my truck, so it might sound a little strange. Then I have this little guy. And what this is it sticks on your bar of your saw and allows you to measure out your cuts. Right now I have it set 16 inches, but you can set it up to 20. This little thing right here, it slides. You can slide it up and down, so you can cut any length, 10 inch, 12 inch, 16, 20. It's magnetic, so it comes off if you do cut through a piece of wood and hit something, or put it on this side if you're marking from this side of the tree down, or if you put it on this side if you're marking from this side of the tree down. It does sometimes get in the way if you try to leave it on and buck all the way through. So what I usually do is, if I'm limbing stuff up with the little saw here, when I'm done taking all the limbs off, I will go and just make little marks, just zip, just a quick little mark on the log that I want to buck. You put a little 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch groove in the wood, and then this little disc, you can just set it right in there, and then make another mark. And it takes a little bit of time, but it's a good way if you just want to make sure you have consistent length firewood. I mean, I've used it for quite a while, and I can pretty much eyeball it by now, or I'm fairly confident I can eyeball it. But sometimes it's just nice to have. And last but not least, the log ox. Now the log ox comes with a few attachments that you can put on to turn it into a cant hook. And also, I'll show you how this goes together. So this little stand, take these pins out. This attaches on here. Okay, we got that so far, and then the third piece, the third and final piece. Kind of looks like a ready for action there. But actually what this is, so you can hook your log and use this handle for extra leverage to either roll your logs, or you can hook them and then prop them up off the ground. So your log would be here, and then you can cut without hitting the ground. I'll demonstrate this in the woods where I have a log I can roll over. So on a future video I'll show you how that works, but that is the complete log axe right there. And as you saw, it breaks down pretty nice. Handle comes off. Put the pin in. These pins come out. Take the stand off. This comes off like that. And then you have this little bolt to put back on. And there you have it. Everything that's in my toolbox as I head out to the woods. Got the log axe, got the chain files, sharpeners, another file set, some wedges, the hatchet, the saw wrench, the hand saw, extra set of chains, sharpened up, ready to go, ear protection, eye protection, spare set of gloves, moisture meter, connection for my headphones, bug spray, gas mix, ready to roll. The wife just got home. She wouldn't come out here. But that means lunch is going to be ready. So after that, we'll head out to the woods. But for now, thanks for watching. That's what's in my toolbox that I take out with me, with the saws, the gas, and the bar lube. If there's anything you think I could add in here that might come in handy, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time.